Welcome into the Bro Force Squad podcast, where we're coming at you live from Under the Sea. We are have our movies paused at the 25-second mark of The Little Mermaid. That's what we're doing this time. Movie commentary. While you guys get your anchors in the water and close to us at 25 seconds, I didn't really have a good one. It fell apart on itself. Let's go around the Cavern Tavern to meet the other bros. First, as always, to my right, we have the mayor himself, Jeff Hornacek. Now, Horns, you have experience with disobeying your dad, correct? Can you elaborate and see how that really tell us how that shaped your future today?
I think you have me confused with someone else. I never knew my dad.
I mean, I would say that kind of shaped your future, right?
Oh yeah, that part definitely. Yeah, it's a huge traumatic moment in my life that I carry with me everywhere I go. Oh.
Perfect.
But happy to talk about it while we watch the 1989 Little Mermaid.
And to his left, we have our enforcer in the pink, Matthew F. Geiger. Now, Geiger, if I'm not mistaken, you dated a mermaid once in college, right? What was that like for all of us unlucky folk?
It's pretty cool. I back in the day in college, I went out with Jeff's dad a lot, so we picked up chicks. And then one time, and it's kind of like difficult. It's almost like a dad at Christmas when you're given like a really hard gift to put together for your kids. I wasn't really sure what to do with below the waist. You know what I mean? But it's fine. You know, blowjobs are cool.
And to his right, we have our legal counsel, Ronnie Cycli. Now, Ronnie, let's say hypothetically, me and Geiger went to King Trident's kingdom and we were under the sea and we went to this bar. And just for instance, maybe we got in a bar fight. And we went to under the sea jail. And then hypothetically, we broke out. They can't extradite us, right? Hypothetically speaking.
I feel like you keep saying hypothetical. Like I feel like this is a very detailed account of something
That's because it's hypothetical.
Yeah, I think you understand how hypothetical it is then.
Yeah. So are you okay? Like right now? You need me to call the UN and get involved in this?
I mean, I'll yield to Geiger.
Well, unfortunately, I did not take Mermaid law, so I'm not sure of their extradition obligations, but I will get on it right now.
God, you're fucking useless, bro.
God,
no Mermaid law.
Why do we pay you all of this money?
I couldn't, dude. I was not smart enough for Mermaid law. It's awful.
10% of the fucking world is water. So you're only telling me that you only cover 30% of your legal.
Yeah, so you don't even have jurisdiction in the... Jesus.
Guys, I only use 10% of my brain.
Jesus Christ.
10% of our hearts.
All right, guys. We are... paused at the 25-second mark of The Little Mermaid. We are going under the sea in 3, 2, 1. Under the sea.
All right, guys. I mean, top half fish, bottom half legs, or bottom half fish, top half human?
Chick.
What are we doing here?
I think the one that we see in the movie.
Yeah, but what are you doing with it? You can't,
What aren't you doing with it?
I guess.
I mean, you got to pick face and boobs, right?
I don't know, man.
I'm going to go for the side that doesn't bleed every month.
There's a Family Guy joke where a woman meets a merman, and he's like, no, there's like an inverted merman where it's like fish on the top. He's like, see, but now we can have sex. See, I put a huge hole in your argument.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen this movie all the way through, because at babysitter days when this was on, I'm like, okay, so the girls are going to watch a movie. What are the boys going to do, basically?
Right. Although King Trident is pretty bro, and being named after one of the top 3 types of gum,
Yeah, I think of the 4 real classics, early Disney classics, this is the one I know the least.
This one, the original version, had a lot of dicks hidden in it.
Oh yeah, I remember the VHS cover. Do you guys remember that, where the penis?
Giant penis on the front.
I do remember the priest penis moving, like during the wedding scene.
Doesn't he
They
have?
didn't even hide it.
Like
yeah, it's literally moving.
I think they've edited that out since.
Of course.
But I do remember seeing the boner.
I also remember Ursula scaring me as a kid.
Oh yeah,
she's like a legit villain.
Why was there dicks on the cover? What was like? Was it like the Pet Bandits? Like, hey, this is just our sign, just a little.
Well, yeah, you remember how Disney was kind of like, their artists were notorious for like sneaking in like crude things into their paint or like their artwork.
I think I've heard about that. I guess.
This was like the OG example that I can think of. I'll send you the picture because I'm sure it's easy to find on the internet. But like, basically, behind on the cover there was like this golden. It was something from Trident's Kingdom. And
It was like it's like one of the towers on his castle is a giant penis instead of a tower.
Just a big veiny dude.
Yeah.
big, veiny, triumphant bastard.
I
Are
feel
we
like
getting
we don't
credits
get
at
as
the
good of
beginning, or am I
villains.
fucked up right now?
Yeah, we're getting credits.
Okay, just making
I feel like we don't get it. Like Jafar and Ursula were fucking good villains. Scar, like that's what set some of these
Yeah.
Disney classics. Like it's not. I don't think we get as good of villains anymore.
Okay, so there are merman in this movie.
Yeah.
That one was a guy.
So I do wonder how the mermaids and mermen reproduce.
I think probably like they lay eggs and they fertile like the men then comes on top of the fertilized
Ugh,
eggs.
lame.
Fertilizes the eggs. Yeah, it's not fun. That's why you got to go bottom half legs, guys. I mean, come on.
Yeah, dude, but top half fish. I don't know, man. Your LinkedIn profile just looking like a fish head.
I don't know. I'm more
The best
I'm
birth
more bottom half fish. I like a challenge.
This is standing room only, of course. Obstructed view.
I just feel like dolphins wouldn't be tamed in this way. Dolphins are the smartest like fish or mammals actually in the
Yeah,
sea.
but they get a good pension.
Yeah, okay. That's good.
like horses though. Horses are smart. They
Mhm.
help.
This guy's such a brown noser.
Disney needs a live action one that's pretty good. They need it right now.
Yeah, they do.
Trailer looks good. As of the recording, live action has not come out yet.
Nope.
I don't believe it's being well received though in terms of critics yet.
Yeah,
At least
Yeah, but what the fuck do the critics know?
that's true.
That's so hard though. like, I don't know.
We've talked about it a lot on Pod and how hard like what they're trying to do with the live actions. Like they don't fill any box that you can check off. It's either too identical to the original that we don't need it, or
Or
it
it
strays
fucking
too
sucks.
far that we're like, what the fuck?
I am excited though. Javier Bardem plays King Trident in the live action. Could be kind of cool.
That's cool.
Didn't-
Yeah.
Didn't Mario get hammered by critics, but was like really well received and made a shit ton of money a couple months ago?
Mario
Yeah.
was great.
I know
It is what it is. Yeah.
Made a ton of money, but I think critics hammered it.
Yeah, but
I mean,
again,
there's
like
just nothing to it. That's the point. I think that's why. But people loved it because it was, Mario.
Trident. How many women do you think he slept with in the kingdom?
All of them.
I mean,
Yeah,
per
I think
day
it's-
or
they actually enact prima nocta, where it's
I'm sure
he gets to have every bride's
he
wedding night.
deflowers every
Yeah.
Because Ariel has like a lot of sisters in this, right? Like he's.
yeah,
That
all
helps.
of those chicks singing right now are his sisters.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. Notice how they all look different.
All different women
moms?
too. Nice.
I think not.
Ariel was a babe though.
She's kind of
Even
a
as a
wild
kid.
child too, right?
Definitely.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Flounder. Forgot about him.
Forgot about Flounder. Is Flounder in the new one?
He's
It
got to
would
be.
have
Right?
to be.
She's got to have the gay best friend.
The only one that like fucked up was Mulan without Mushu.
Yeah, what was that, dude? I don't want to
So
like get off on a
stupid.
tangent, but like, hey, we're gonna make Mulan. We're also gonna take out the music and Mushu. Okay, so the best stuff in it. You're
And
gonna-
then dilute what makes Mulan special. That one is the one that pissed me off
Last
the most
Samurai.
of all the live actions.
It's like, hey, here's your burger. We took off the patty and the cheese.
Like, oh,
But there's bread and ketchup, so that's good. Right?
Yeah.
God, what a fat ass Flounder is.
Flounder's got to go keto or something. This isn't gonna.
it's
The one that
he has a
was-
layer of blubber to keep him warm.
Guys, I'm not positive on this, but I don't think he's actually a flounder fish.
I mean, is his name Flounder?
I mean, I think that's his nickname, right?
Yeah, you don't need to be. It would be weird to be like your name being human. He shouldn't be a flounder if his name is Flounder.
What if my name was human?
Man, your parents were high as fuck.
Well,
So this one we expecting all the hits and then some of the old like some new stuff probably.
Yeah,
Or some-
Lin-Manuel Miranda actually wrote some of the new songs. I mean, they got to play Under the Sea, obviously. Kiss the Girl.
WTP
Right.
or WAP, of course.
What if they
It will
did-
be interesting to see how the new songs are received. Remember in the live action Aladdin, they did a new song for Jasmine that was pretty polarizing, I think.
Yeah.
I liked it. It was more poppy than all the other songs.
Yeah,
though,
it
which-
didn't
So it
flow.
was
That
just
was
out
the
of
problem.
place.
Yeah.
But as a just an individual song, it was good.
This shark
Yeah, I
is
agree with that.
steroids. Banner, is there a bird in this?
Yeah. What's his name? It's a seagull.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
because I know in the live action, Aquafina voices a bird.
I think we're about to go meet him right now, if I'm not mistaken.
Does
Pretty good chase scene banner. The
Yeah,
shark.
Yeah, it was solid.
These sharks
Close
are scary.
quarters. I always like close quarters ones.
Dude, Flounder is a fucking mess.
he's all over the place.
Yeah, whatever Flounder's on, I'll take two.
Genius.
Works every time.
I think this is the
Nice.
same shark in Finding Nemo.
That's actually his cousin.
Ah.
Flounder's gonna talk shit after all that. Oh yeah, here's the guy.
So mermaids can go on land, right?
For a little bit, yeah. Like up on the beach, right?
Yeah, that part of the science doesn't make sense to me. So are they mammals then?
Are mermaids real?
Well, yeah.
Absolutely.
Obviously, that's a stupid question.
Of course they are.
If they lay eggs, though, they can't be mammals.
I mean,
Unless they're
I'm
a
sure
platypus. Don't platypuses lay eggs?
one thing about how mermaids are real with facts.
Dude, the great thing about the world now, and by great I mean probably awful, is you can find a Facebook group of people who believe anything. Like I bet there's people out there that legitimately think they're going to meet a mermaid and marry them.
Yeah, the world is flat and mermaids exist.
I can send you an invite if you want.
You're an admin?
Yeah, I'm not proud of it.
At least ask them to subscribe. I think they'd like listening to us.
For
When they're
sure.
not about mermaid stuff.
I think there are like similar to like furry conventions, there are like conventions for people who are like attracted to mer people.
So they just like rent out the conference center at their local Holiday Inn,
Yeah, and they
Live up there.
or do they rent the pool out?
great question. Probably both.
My wife actually has a mermaid blanket where you can put it goes up to your waist and has a little fin.
Does
That's
it give
awesome.
you like does she not get like claustrophobic?
No, it's very breathable.
Yeah, we've got one that's knitted, so it's got some stretch to it.
Wow, they missed the concert. Her dad spent $200 on tickets.
God.
Yeah, but
So-
she's like a princess, so money isn't a thing to her, right?
I know we're about to meet her, but Ursula was she like a spurned lover of King Trident? Like what is her beef with Ariel and her family exactly?
Or does she just want the power?
I mean, typically women don't do that, Jeff.
Right, and that's stupid to even bring it up. I wonder, like a couple, 100 pounds ago, maybe her and Trident had a thing, and now, he
Well,
doesn't.
dude, except the fat thing is hot in the water. It's like, again, it's the blubber. It's good for you.
Maybe try
Different.
like 100 beers too.
It was like a blast call type hookup.
Yeah, I remember as a kid, this like movie creeped me out. Her and the eels. Like,
The eels are fucking scary.
Yeah. Oh, her song "Poor Unfortunate Souls" is actually pretty
That's
good.
what I'd say.
What'd you
Makes
say, Matt?
sense. Melissa McCarthy's pretty good typecast in this.
Yeah, I think she'll be good.
Do you guys remember during the pandemic, Disney did those like sing-along night things?
Yes, I actually saw that on Disney Plus when I searched.
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I think it's on there. Yeah, Rebel Wilson sung this, and it was like she's my Ursula now. It was
Really?
insane. Yeah, very, very good.
Was
And
that before? Was that before they had officially cast Melissa McCarthy? Like, I wonder if people wanted her to.
I think so. I think it was like it's gonna be Melissa McCarthy. They're just hammering out the contract details,
Yeah.
and so they were past the point of no return.
kind of a catch-22 for King Triton. I mean, he gets laid all the time, but then his daughters are just giving him a hard time.
Raising 4,000 teenage girls at once is pretty tricky.
All right,
Yeah,
guys.
it
Is
sucks
he
for
named
everybody
King
else too because
Triton?
he rose taxes because of it. He's got to pay for him somehow.
That's true.
I think
Is
Trident.
his name Trident, or is it because he carries around a trident that he's called King Trident?
Yes.
I don't understand the question.
Or is his name Trident? He's like, you know what I should do? Carry around a trident, like because that's my name. Like, which I mean, he's all over the place.
Heavy lays the head.
It's Triton.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Thank God, this was almost a Flashpoint paradox situation again. Where I
Oh, my
thought,
daughters.
Triton. That's right.
Give him the most trouble.
I'm gonna stick with Trident. It sounds better.
Because didn't you say his name was based on the gum? So yeah, then now okay.
We do our research here on the Bro Force Squad podcast.
Clearly.
just sometimes we do it halfway through the movie commentary.
Better late than never, right?
This has a 7.6 on IMDb. I thought it would be a little bit higher.
That's
Really?
shockingly low to
I
me,
thought
considering the
this
four
movie was
classics.
pretty well revered.
I'd say of chick Disney movies, wouldn't it be Beauty and the Beast than this?
Probably. We missed this, but a Horns fun fact. In the opening scene when King Triton arrives at the arena, Mickey Mouse, Goofy, Donald Duck, and Kermit the Frog can be briefly seen in the crowd.
Wow.
Interesting.
Damn, I'll have to go back.
Good. That's a good get. I didn't know they were free to make cameos.
Wouldn't they drown underwater, though? All of them? Except possibly Kermit?
Yeah, pretty much all of them would. But they have
Or I guess
Donald
we'll
might
see
have a
show
shot.
up.
He can hold his breath, right?
Yeah, I read that Kermit was just on set that day,
Oh,
and he walked in. And he's like, you know what? I'll pop in there.
But this concert, it's like a Rammstein show, right? Like you might die, but that's part of the experience.
Yeah, exactly.
we'll get a credit. Why not?
In the Screen Actors Guild.
I forgot that Sebastian was a narc.
Oh, yeah.
You know who calls people narcs? Narcs.
Narcs. Yeah, but you saying that I'm a narc kind of makes you a narc, so your whole argument just sort of collapsed in on itself.
When does the love story start? All we've seen is just a guy on a ship with a dog singing.
So his ship is gonna crash because they're fucked up. Like,
I think we got a song and then the event.
is this part of that world?
Yes.
There's
I
three
believe so.
bangers, right? Under the Sea, part of that world, and my favorite is Kiss the Girl.
Well, and Poor Unfortunate Souls, right?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's probably 4 out of 5 bangers in this. Because there's probably only 5, maybe 6 songs.
Honestly, incredibly overrated song is Under the Sea.
Oh yeah.
I would agree with that.
In 6th grade, I did a rendition to Under the Sea about Jules Verne, 40,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
Can we
for
call
class.
Ariel a hoarder? I mean, look at some of this shit.
Absolutely. A whore.
I think she's just saving everything
Huh?
to go on
Sorry.
the Antique Roadshow.
What does Marie Kondo say? Like, if this doesn't bring you joy, you don't need it.
I think they all bring her joy, though.
So she's aware that people like walk around.
Yeah.
Yes. But she's been forbidden by her father to seek the groundwalkers out.
Triton definitely made like a weekend trip on shore and banged a couple like San Jose State college chicks.
They can't prove the kids are his.
Does Flounder have like any friends of his own, or is he just gonna smother her the whole time?
I'd smother her too.
Yeah, I don't understand the problem.
Matt, I don't think
he's like
Flounder's
so friend
interested
zone.
in
He's
her,
like,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I kind of want to look up. Actually, I'm gonna look up who voices in the live action one Flounder.
I can't remember the dude's name. He was on an interview the other day talking about how excited he is. I just don't, man, the live action is just so tough. Like watching a real lion just dance and sing is just kind of weird.
Yeah. Oh, it's Jacob Tremblay. David
Who's that?
Biggs is Sebastian. That's pretty good. Jacob Tremblay is the kid from Room with Brie Larson.
Oh, yeah, okay.
In the Predator movie. And that Seth Rogen film, the rated R one, what was it called?
Boys? Not Boys.
Good Boys or something?
But yeah. Have
He's
you
also
guys seen
in
that,
Dr.
by the way?
Sleep.
It's an amazing film.
That's like the junior high version of Superbad, right?
Yeah, but it has so much heart at the end. God.
Cycly, did you see Dr. Sleep, or was that someone else?
I did, yes.
He's Bradley Trevor in Dr. Sleep.
Okay, so yeah, I know him.
Yeah, Aquafina is Scuddy or Scuttle. Who's the
Scuttle? That's right. That's his name. Scuttle.
What does she do besides Crazy Rich Asians, which she was hilarious in? But like, she's like a stand-up person, right? I know she has her own show on Comedy Central, which I've never watched.
I haven't either. I don't know. I've just seen her in like Shang-Chi. She's in Ocean's 8.
It's funny. Like anytime I see her, she's fantastic. I just never.
I don't like her name, Aquafina. Like, her real name's Nora Lum. Why can't you just be Nora Lum?
That's not cool.
Oh, that's not her real name?
And
yeah, if you're going to change your name, you got to make it something cool like Vin Diesel.
The Toucan is basically Sebastian and Lion King.
So Sebastian, yeah, he's like, you're saying he's basically like Zazu, kind of?
He's basically Zazu.
Yeah. Who's like just trying to move up the corporate ladder, and he does so by just annoying our protagonist. Yeah, it's probably not safe to shoot fireworks off a boat, right?
Well, when the Titanic did it was because they were sinking trying to get attention. So, I mean, unless they're in distress.
Might be 4th of July.
This just looks like a kegger.
I don't understand the problem.
Has a revolution happened yet? 4th of July? I don't know. They're just having a good time.
Sorry for partying. I mean, this is a total sausage fest, but it still looks fun.
Yeah.
This dog is having the fucking time of his life.
Yeah, if she goes in there, a couple of them are probably going to be set out for the season, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. While we conduct our own internal investigation. So in the live action, it was kind of notorious. He was very vocal about it, but Harry Styles turned down the role of Eric.
I've always loved Disney's like unwritten rule, like how it works with animals. Why can some talk and some don't? Like this dog can't talk, but a seagull and crab can. And also
like
when
Mickey
some
Mouse
animals wear clothes.
Mickey Mouse has a literal pet in Pluto.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Who's naked?
We never questioned it. We're just like, what?
You're like, yeah, obviously, he's a fucking dog. What is that? Like, yeah, but Mickey's a mouse, and he's, like, sentient and aware.
I don't understand. I don't understand where the conflict is.
I know Eric's an alpha, but, like, playing a flute, that's kind of a bitch instrument. No offense to any flute players out there.
Actually, no offense to flute players. Yeah.
He's around a bunch of dudes, so he doesn't really have to.
Yeah, who's he trying to impress? This guy, you could tell, has probably worked for Eric's father for years.
Is he like the Tatsu of the Little Mermaid universe?
Probably. What do you say, Matt?
Stuck in middle management?
What the hell? Harry Styles turned it down.
Yeah, I don't know why. I thought it would have been a pretty good role. I could definitely see him as Eric.
If I was an actor right now, I wouldn't touch live action.
Who is playing Prince Eric?
It is being played by
Steve Buscemi.
I wish. Jonah Hauer King.
Oh, that guy.
Who was in Little Women?
Vin Diesel is playing.
Yeah. God, I would love that.
You be part of my family.
Yeah, actually, no, he was in Little Women, the show. That's a show?
Yeah, that's news to me.
Dude, I don't know anything he's in. That must have meant I can't speak. That must mean that several people probably turned down the role.
Yeah, because that's a decent role.
Is it though? He doesn't have to do.
I think it's high risk, high reward.
It's just
right?
the pretty boy love interest that is gonna.
If Harry Styles took the role, I wonder, because to my knowledge, Eric doesn't sing in the movie, right?
I can't remember.
I don't
think so.
But they would have had to give him. I mean, you can't have Harry Styles in a musical and you're not going to use his voice.
Yeah, that's a good point.
The sea, she's a cruel mistress. When all these guys fall in the water, Ariel's like, well, I at least should save the hot one.
She kidnaps all of them.
Torture.
Puts them in that collection room.
Makes them alphabetize her trinkets.
Like, this is really fucked up, Ariel. God, you need to see help.
Do you want to be dead instead? Because it's the other option. Kind of,
This
yeah.
would be one of the scariest things ever.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're just fucked.
Like, what do you do?
You gotta save the dog.
Yeah, he's more important than the people, honestly. Like,
some of these guys are going to die soon just from high cholesterol.
So, would you guys say it's fucking pouring right now?
Yes.
So why is that not putting out some of the fire? Like, is this wood so fucking dry that it's just burning, or is it just like
be
infused with gasoline?
Maybe.
it's not raining fast enough.
And if it was storming that hard and rocking that big boat, wouldn't it basically tear the other boat over? I would think.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of gunpowder on this thing alone, like, were we going to war, or was this like a party ship?
You never know. You might face a
Gotta
pirate.
be ready.
It may start as a party ship, but then you have to go to war, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Or when you get drunk and decide to start a war.
Now, yeah, I mean, I thought that was implied. Yes.
If the other boat bumps into you.
Wow.
Notice she didn't save any of the
that's
fat,
like-
unattractive guys on the boat. Oh, Scuttle's a feet guy. Okay.
That explains a lot.
Yeah, that does.
So the Halle Bailey or whoever that's starring, like, what is she a musician?
She's a singer.
Yeah. She did something on that same musical or the sing-along thing that I was talking about earlier. She sang, her and her sister or her cousin, so someone like that. She sang with one of them.
She was.
And then, if I'm not mistaken,
she was in A Wrinkle in Time.
If I'm not mistaken, I think the Princess and the Frog, Tiana from that. I think her like aunt voiced her.
Matt, do you know? Does the name Chloe X Halle mean anything to you?
No.
Because she played that person in WrestleMania in 2018.
She was in WrestleMania?
Yeah. As Chloe X Halle.
It's a weird career jump.
Yeah, that's huh.
That's bizarre. But if she was in the WWE, Matt would have known.
Women's matches, I usually make a sandwich or something.
Yeah, it looks like she had like an album, and then she was on the show Grown-ish for 53 episodes, and she was in A Wrinkle in Time.
This is a big get for her, man.
Oh yeah, it's huge.
Kickstart her career and it.
Yeah, with the casting here, I mean, they got Bardem and Melissa McCarthy, but it seemed like for Prince Eric and Ariel, they're both going kind of unknowns.
They did that with Aladdin too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll still defend Will Smith on Aladdin, actually. I don't think... I'm glad he didn't try to be Robin Williams, and people got upset about that. I'm like, dude, you would have been more mad if he tried to be Robin Williams.
Dude, no one is going to out Robin Williams. Why would I try that?
He did the best that he possibly could in that role.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's an impossible role, so...
Yeah, exactly. Like that's a high risk situation for him. The fact that he did it was impressive. For these these actors who aren't as big, yeah, like go all in. Could kick off your career. God, this creeped me out as a kid.
Fuck this.
Will Smith kind of needs the money right now anyway, right?
Can we think, to Matt's point, like of the live action movies, like what is like a performance where we're like, damn, that was pretty good? Because unfortunately, the guy who played Jafar, I thought was fucking awful.
Yeah, he wasn't
Like
good.
that's one of the worst ones I've seen. He was like snivelly and like had a high pitched voice, and in the movies, Jafar is like fucking intimidating and brooding, and I didn't get any of that.
Yeah, the voice bothered me. I mean, Emma Watson was fine when she was acting, but when she was singing, they auto-tuned her voice so bad it was so distracting. As Belle,
Yeah,
couldn't get over that.
I didn't mind the guy that played Aladdin.
Yeah, Mina Musad, he was solid.
I was really surprised too that I didn't mind him, but he was fine. He was not the problem with the movie.
No.
I think James Earl Jones did great in Lion King.
Bold take.
I don't think he cared. Like, so you just want me to say the same thing that I did back in '94? Yeah, pretty much.
And the check will clear, right? Like we're good with the money.
He didn't give a shit.
I will die on the hill that I will not consider The Lion King a live action make. It was a CGI film. It was not live action.
So what do you think about Jungle Book?
Which though, like when they had the real animals, or the newer one?
Yeah, the one that Favreau did.
CGI.
But there's a person in it.
Yeah.
Why was there 2 Jungle Books? Why did
they came out like within a year of each other.
Yeah.
Is it because it's an open IP, right?
Nothing from Wyatt Earp and Tombstone? Like,
no, we got 2 Jungle Books.
We need to have
one's called Mowgli, right? One of the 2.
Is it Andy Serkis directed it?
That's the one with Benedict Cumberbatch and Scarlett Johansson. Or no, sorry, Christian Bale.
We need to have a pod discussion soon about all the IP that's going to be free use here in the next 5 to 10 years of Disney's. It's going to be crazy. We already got Winnie the Pooh that's getting butchered, and that's now open source, and it's going to get worse in the next 10 years.
Is that because you can only hold a copyright for so long?
Yep. Mickey Mouse, the original Mickey Mouse, is about to become not copyrighted anymore. I mean, obviously there's the other variations that are still copyrighted, but
that's awesome.
Yep. It's going to open up a whole whole world of things that Disney's not going to be happy about.
I've never gotten the courage to watch that Winnie and the Pooh Blood and Honey movie.
I've heard it's bad, and not in like a ha it's bad movie. Like,
yeah,
it's just really, really bad.
Although it is called Blood and Honey, right? Because I know that's also a beer.
Which is delicious.
Yes, it's very good.
Beer. I don't understand Ursula's like motive here.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
Honestly, no, but
like, because okay, let's say that she gets what she wants, right? Ariel goes ashore, never returns. Like, how does that benefit her?
Is Ariel the next queen? Is she thinking that?
Probably, maybe, or just distract the king.
But like, if Ariel is the next queen, it's because of her lineage to Triton. Like, where does Ursula fit into that? You'd have to like marry him or something.
Is one of Ariel's sisters Ursula's?
Maybe, I don't know.
Wow.
And so if we eliminate Ariel from the situation,
Ursula and Triton fucked at one point. Like, let's just get that out of the way.
I didn't.
He regrets it, but it happened.
This song is so. I'm realizing now how similar this and Can't Wait to Be a King are. In Lion King, they use Zazu does the whole, it's like this whole thing, and then they use it as a distraction.
What if in the live action one they actually did fuck, and then Ursula, 20 years later says that it wasn't consensual? And cyclically, I read up on mermaid law. I mean,
you did good.
Yeah, statute of limitations down under is only 10 years, but that's where.
But 10 aquatic years. Fish years are different than human years.
Of course.
Well, we'd have to cancel Triton then if that happened.
But then it came out there's a video that Triton wasn't even at the party then.
It was another half man, half
with the
mermaid.
trident.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah, this is like I guys, I don't know why I'm really. This is almost
Yeah,
identical to Lion King.
This is
right
like
now.
Point Break and Fast and Furious, the OG one now. Like they're very paint by numbers.
Yeah, you could tell that he is a sex addict.
It's a miracle since we're having like an ethnic mermaid. It's a miracle The Rock isn't playing Trident. It's a fucking.
It kind of is, yeah.
I mean, it would make
That's
sense.
probably just because he's coming back from Moana. They were like, let's limit your C live action characters.
I thought Disney canceled him.
Yeah, didn't he like kidnap somebody?
Who?
The Rock.
The Rock kidnapped.
Isn't he being sued like $1 billion because he kidnapped someone?
He was supposed to do a new Pirates franchise, which is a discussion for another fucking time. But Disney apparently is like done with him right now, is what they said.
I had not heard any of
The Rock
this.
was going to do the Pirates franchise?
Yeah, I know. That's
with Margot Robbie?
The Rock's being sued for $5 billion for kidnapping someone. So he's
no kid is worth $5 billion.
Was Ezra Miller involved?
Just move to The Rock right now. It'll be like one of the third things that comes up. Well,
have we ever done a commentary on The Rock?
No,
that's a good movie.
It should be one of the third things that comes up. It might not be now because I heard that he made a surprise appearance somewhere.
Hey, whoa! Yeah, I don't want to spoil it for our listeners, but maybe.
Well, John Cena regrets his beef with The Rock, so that's a big story.
Interesting. Yeah, I see that as the top headline.
Yeah, that's what I just looked up.
This was like a kidnapping thing, like when he was a wrestler or something.
Yeah, this was like older.
I really apologize that as the wrestling fan of the pod, I've not dug into this very much, but I just realized it yesterday and I was kind of busy.
Guys, I hate to steer us away from this conversation and back to the movie because that's not what we want to do here. But how the fuck did Flounder get the statue in there?
He hired someone on Angie's list.
God.
Paid a premium, too, to get it in there so quick.
Yeah, Matt, you're right. I got to read about this later, but one day ago, he said, I will not be reprising the role amid Dwayne Johnson's $3 billion kidnapping lawsuit, referring to Moana.
Huh. The more you know.
So what's Triton pissed about here? She broke curfew again, or she talked to
contacted a human.
Boy.
Let me see your phone. No.
I love him, Daddy.
You literally haven't even said a word to him, so calm down.
I don't know why they hate land dwellers so much. Like, even if the people on the surface wanted to, how are they going to get down here and fuck with you guys?
It's like they've seen how many humans have killed.
Okay. Triton, let's calm down here.
He's fine. I wish he had like a Miller Lite in his other hand. Like, I'm fine.
He has like a white beater on.
When the Eagles don't cover, this is what he does.
He just doesn't like humans. Why should?
Why would you? Yeah, humans suck.
We've been poisoning the ocean for years.
You can't get that angry and then immediately like, God damn it, fuck, I fucked up. That's on me.
But I can't apologize. It won't look very prideful.
I'll just leave her to cry. The crab and the fish will help her out.
Yeah.
Good cop, bad cop.
Yeah, right.
Hey, can you guys parent for me real quick? I haven't had sex in 11 minutes.
It's a new record.
I'm going to make another one of her. Hopefully this one will like obey. You know what I mean?
Dude, I can tell these eels are going to be so fucking creepy in the live action.
Who's playing the eels?
That's a great question.
Paula Rudd and Jason Sudeikis.
Don't even joke. That'd be so cool.
That's so funny.
Matt David and Ben Affleck. That's his
That actually would work, I feel like.
Like, why would you waste that money on them to play the eels? It just, we are.
It cost us $20 million.
Your budget was 13.
They're like huskies. Their eyes are different colors.
Is that so we can tell them apart?
I doubt Ursula cares to tell them apart.
This is
Are
the
they?
problem.
I mean, what's their story? Like, do we know anything about them?
They're just trying to
They
move
married?
up the corporate
They're-
hierarchy. Oh, they're probably like just work husband and wife.
Mm-hmm.
I hope the love story arc is a little deeper in the movie. I'm not really buying it. How's
Yeah.
Eric feel about this? He's probably got like a pretty hot chick up on the
Eric
surface.
literally has no idea
what if he
any of
had-
this is.
What if he had a girlfriend and Ariel's in here trying to be like a home wrecker?
He like bangs her and then asks her like, "So how long can you literally come on land?" I'm just wondering if it's long enough to tell my wife the whole story about this.
Yeah, or because if it's like 4 hours, that's great. We'll go out to dinner. It'll be quite the night.
Guys, I'm not sure, but I think Ariel's like 15. So that
16.
we're getting into a whole nother realm of
They said
issue.
16 at the beginning of the movie.
Oh, she's 16.
But again, that's fish years. Like that
Yeah.
could mean she's like 10 or she could be 35. We don't know the
He made law once your tentacles are fully grown, you can fully.
Mhm.
I don't make the laws, okay?
You don't. That's absolutely true.
I mean,
thank God
you can
too.
play with your picket fences if you want it or vote. I don't fucking care, but don't get mad at me.
So Ursula is a known entity. It looks like so. Ariel knows.
She's like the first Karen.
Ugh. So
What are
creepy.
What are these things?
Lost
These
the
are
soul she's.
these are the other cursed mermaids.
Oh, okay.
Maybe?
Definitely getting a Hercules animated
Yep.
show.
Not the same thing.
He goes to Hades underworld.
So basically, what I'm hearing is all of the other animated movies after this just stole something from this.
Yeah, it
Sure.
really does seem like it.
That's Mary Kay Lotion. She's also a pyramid scheme salesman.
She's got the pink Cadillac.
She's
Gonna
a boss.
do a
bitch,
Tupperware
Brian.
party here.
She makes her own hours. It's always interesting too. So like this movie is very, very short. How long is it?
Like an hour 27,
20?
I think.
Yeah, like we're already halfway through it.
Yeah.
The live action, because they always obviously increase the run.
3 hours, 15 minutes.
Yeah, the live action is 2:15, so it's almost an hour long.
Wow.
It's always
They
like
did
where.
the same thing with Lion King.
Mm-hmm. But it's always interesting, like where do they add the like extra content? Basically, like is it extra songs? Is there like a new character
Probably-
they put in?
More development into like the characters and backgrounds.
Because this one, as far as story, there's really not much to it. Ariel gives up her voice, goes on land, and then realizes she fucked up. Like that's pretty much it.
Not to shit anymore on the live action movies, but have you ever been on your cable device or YouTube TV and you see Lion King or Cinderella or anything come up, you click on it, and you're like, oh fuck, never mind, it's the live action one, and then
Yes.
just I do that all the time.
The rewatchability is difficult. Honestly, I don't think I've already like maybe have watched Aladdin twice because I watched it with my parents.
That's the only one I've seen more than once. Live action.
And maybe Beauty and the Beast twice. I will refuse to ever watch Mulan again. It
And
was such a
cycling-
bastardization of it.
That's saying something because for you, the Aladdin animated. I mean, I know we're still revealing our top 100 list, but I would guess that's probably in your top 10 or close to it.
It's very high. Yeah.
I like this song. I could do without her, making it sexualized. Ursula.
I disagree.
Yeah, no, that.
Honestly, more sexualization.
Who's the fat singer that always is like, hey, I'm really fat, but you gotta accept it.
So
Beautiful. Yeah, why did Lizzo play this role? She could
She
sing.
would probably rock it. Actually,
probably
Melissa
would.
McCarthy can't sing.
my wife actually saw Lizzo yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that. Once for an entire weekend that I was just cycling, all that he kept saying was why men great till they got to be great.
But really, why? Think
I just
about
don't
it.
understand.
It's a very deep line.
So yeah, I guess
Like,
that's what
I can make you a human.
you what?
She's basically like, I can make you a human, and you can go up and get what's his face?
Eric.
Evan.
Evan. Yes, Evan. Sure. Now, so what does Ursula need Ariel's voice for? Like, what does that enable her to do?
To entrance the king.
Kind of gross if you think that she does it with his daughter's voice.
Well, doesn't she like it? She like changes how she looks too, and makes herself look.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, she does it to fall in
She
love
goes
with
on
Eric.
land. She's trying to get Prince Eric too, right?
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
And she shows up as a brunette.
Yeah.
That sounds right. Yeah.
So then he has to choose: do I want the redhead or the brunette?
The redhead who can't talk.
Mm.
Which, God, give me a girl who can do that, right? Right?
Am I right?
Women can't live with them.
Oh, I'm so lonely. Yeah, what if like he actually just enjoys Ariel because like he can watch the game and she just like sits there and just enjoys it with him.
Yeah. Can't hate him for that.
It's a lot less annoying when you nag me with American Sign Language than with your shrill voice.
I think it'd be under the sea sign language.
I said this a million times, but why didn't the live actions just do sequels?
That would have been kind of cool.
Because all of their sequels suck. They're like straight to, what was it, VHS back then.
Yeah. I did hear, and I don't know if it's still planning to be made, but they had announced an Aladdin sequel, and I don't know if Guy Ritchie was coming back, but it wasn't. This is why I was interested. It was not going to be Return of Jafar. They were going to do like an original script for it.
I will say of all those straight to VHS, Aladdin's sequels were actually pretty decent. Return of the Jafar and King of Thieves was really
King of
good.
Thieves is amazing.
I
Yeah.
liked King of Thieves, yeah.
The thing that hurt Return of the Jafar was no Robin Williams.
For all eternity, Geiger, that's basically the Russell Wilson contract that she just signed.
Yeah, sure.
Through
Or Derek
perpetuity
Carr's.
throughout the universe.
Yeah, this is gonna scare the shit out of me in live action. I can already tell. Her like reaching into her neck.
Oh yeah.
This always makes sense. Make a deal with basically the devil to get something that you want right now that you probably will hate the fucking very sight of in a couple.
Right, just because you're horny, and it literally says on the contract for all eternity, but that's fine.
She literally got him on the beach and fell in love with him. Like, doesn't know a thing about him. Doesn't know what kind of music he likes, food. I mean, like, they might have nothing in common, guys.
You know, she could have easily just drowned right in there, and then I
Yeah.
mean, technically, Ursula held up her end of the bargain.
Yep.
Right.
That's. Don't know how a crab is able to.
That contract she signed is still less restrictive than the Apple terms and conditions. See, we would never sign that. Cycly would read through it and make sure it was airtight.
I would love to be Ursula's contract lawyer. That would be a dream job.
This Eric is putting the pussy on a pedestal. I think we got to say, right?
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm rich. You can have any woman here, but for some reason I want this mermaid today.
That's actually why I bring the flute around with me.
You know what I want to have for dinner tonight?
It'd be funny if he was in like a struggling band, and so that's why he actually has the flute. He's like, we're like 1 gig away from really exploding.
So she'll never see her dad again. That's
Good
fine.
riddance.
Well, Jess can give her some advice to deal with that.
He destroyed her art. She kind of looks like Avril Lavigne.
Little emo.
Avril Lavigne looks like her.
Yeah, how long would it take her to figure out how to walk?
Yeah, it took me about a year, so I'm impressed with her ability to.
Is she naked under there?
Hell yeah.
Damn, Disney.
Yeah.
That will be interesting too, though, because obviously Halle Bailey, incredible vocal talents, but for at least half the movie, she's going to have to be a mute. Unless they just like totally. I mean, you can't change this fundamental part of the
Oh
story.
no, Milan rewrote the rules.
If Ariel doesn't give up her voice, though, like at that point, what the fuck are we doing in the movie?
God, imagine a naked mermaid that just had legs and can't talk.
A dream.
Like,
That's
You're
just a
just sitting
mute
there
human.
playing your flute on the beach one day, and this walks right into your life.
I'm mute. I can't talk. Like, okay, this is
It's a mermaid with legs is a human.
gonna have sex with you and then go play 18 holes. Can't even fucking say anything about it.
Well, if you didn't want me to, why didn't you say something?
All you
Why
gotta do
would
is speak up.
you say anything? Not a mind reader.
I wonder if the dog, if they'll go CGI,
I hope
Or if-
so. I hope they
or
don't
if
have.
they, because they had to with Abu in Aladdin, obviously, because he has to do so much. But I wonder if they could get a dog that they train, unless they really want him to do some pretty ridiculous stuff.
I think Trump would probably say this is like one of the worst deals in the history of deals, maybe ever. Like, you could have bartered with her a little bit. It's like, hey, I think I'm never gonna see my father again. Just send me up there with legs and let me talk.
Yeah, because she really has no plan. Like,
No,
what if she goes up there and he is married with 3 kids? And he's like, oh, you're 16? All right, never mind. Then what does she do? She crawl back on her hands and knees to Ursula like, yeah, he rejected me pretty fast.
how many times does that happen to all of us when we're single? We're like, man, that chick's hot. You look her up on Facebook, like, fuck, just get around.
Oh, never mind.
Man, come on, Eric. God.
So I forget, and we're probably about to find out, so it's, I guess, jumping the shark a little bit, but does he know that she can't talk, like, physically, or does he just think she's, like, really quiet?
Can she write?
No, I think
That's a good question. Probably not, right? I mean, how would she know English?
She only knows under the sea-ish.
I hate to ask this question because I probably know the answer, but would you ever have dated or married a really hot chick that was abused? You'd have to learn sign language.
me and my wife took sign language classes. It's actually pretty fun.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You guys did.
Yeah.
She couldn't yell at you, I guess.
I mean, you can emphasize really hard with your hands.
Yeah, which might even be scarier.
I mean, if it's good enough for Creed, right? We could probably do it.
How do you
God,
not
these
notice
women.
that there's a fucking crab when you're cleaning?
How
it?
much do you think these bitches gossip throughout the day? I mean, my
Oh,
God, if
man.
something happens in the kingdom, this is where it's discussed. These chicks know about it. One possibility for another movie madness tournament could be animated Disney sidekicks.
Like an
Abu?
Avengers type. Like put them all
Sort of,
together.
yeah. I mean, you have like Sebastian, Abu, Zazu. You could even put like Magic Carpet up there.
Dude, Magic Carpet, I always say, for having no lines, just steals every scene it's in.
For sure.
Like, so dynamic.
Would you put Pegasus from
Definitely,
Hercules?
yep. Great one. Yep, So we should call it like
Up and put him in a dress.
Cogsworth and Lumiere?
Mm-hmm. So what does he tell the people in the kingdom? Like, hey, this chick, she just like washed up on shore, so let's spoil her, give her the finest dress, let her eat dinner with us. I don't know her name and she can't talk, but just don't ask questions.
Great, when you're the king, you can fucking do pretty much whatever you want.
Is Eric's dad in this at all? Because Grimsby is like his dad's assistant, right?
The dad went to get cigarettes. He'll be back anytime.
Oh, okay. He'll be back any year now. Yo, take a rip of this, Ariel.
So she's basically
It's actually pretty funny.
basically Mira from Aquaman, where like she doesn't know regular utensils. She probably eats flowers. Wonder who came up with what first, because Aquaman is like kind of an old comic.
Mm-hmm. And Aquaman is from Atlantis, which is that Triton City, isn't that? Or am I getting that wrong?
I think it's just Triton.
Tritonberg.
Tritonberg.
Wow, why are this guy's eyes have two black eyes? Did he get in like a fight at the bar?
Shadow.
God, I can't blame Sebastian for being like traumatized by this. It's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Especially crab legs, man. They're pretty good.
I was gonna say, like, dude, you should get out of that kitchen because right now I just switched teams.
Yeah.
I want this guy to cook you up.
That was his mortgage lender.
Are we in France? I'm getting a French vibe from this guy.
I thought France too, because remember in the boat scene where they're partying, they're all wearing those striped shirts that were like very French stereotype.
Yes, that is true.
It's a lot of salt, dude. God, blood pressure.
I'll be interested the new Little Mermaid when it'll take place, like time, like back in. Obviously, it'll be a ship.
Like, is she gonna find forks or is she gonna find like iPhones?
Right.
Well, that is one thing. Like, since they're adding, 45 minutes to the runtime, maybe that's where they can go a little more in depth.
What if Eric just, is just parked outside of fucking Margaritaville in Destin?
Yeah, what if he's just like part of a traveling like theater troupe, and that's why he dresses the way he dresses?
That would be
That's
interesting if they modernized it. That would be kind of interesting.
That would be kind of cool. Sebastian's a small crab, dude. I don't really think anyone's.
Yeah, there's not. Yeah,
He's like an appetizer at best.
it seems excessive, dude. He
This
did say
guy's
sacre
unhinged.
bleu, so they are in France.
Okay. This guy's unhinged.
Or maybe the French, maybe just have a French cook.
Maybe it's a French colony.
That's probably it.
Damn, look at these windows. Fuck. His name is Louis. This is like he's on meth.
Bro, it's a tiny little crab. Calm down.
You can't sweat the small stuff.
His mustache is on fire.
Yeah, dinner's gonna be a little late. It's also Whataburger.
Or it's like Trump. Didn't Trump, like when the national championship team come, he just bought a McDonald's.
It's awesome.
Here. Wait, they have like sides though, right? Wasn't there like rice? So when did that get cooked?
He did some meal prep before.
That chef, we might have to put him on like administrative leave.
He was served a piece of lettuce.
I'll have to say this live action is going to be really tough because there's not as much going on as like Beauty and the Beast.
No, I'm saying like the story's pretty thin.
There's really nothing. I mean, there's no drama at all. I mean, there's kind of a love story right now going, blossoming, but
like that's even tough to do because again, I'm assuming they're gonna take the main plot device of her losing her voice and keep it. Like she has to develop her whole relationship with Eric, like with non-verbally.
Yeah,
which is hard.
They have to expand on one or two things. One, either like Ursula's background, right? Why is
That'd be
she like we don't know why she wants her voice and to seduce Prince Eric, right?
Well, because he fell in love with the voice that saved him, and that's why he said "Oh, you can't be the person I'm looking for because she can't speak."
Right, but why does Ursula want to dick him down so bad?
Because if she stops Ariel from kissing him, then she gets her soul, and I'm sure she'll trade. I'm sure the king would trade his power to save his daughter.
Oh, so she
What do
wants
you know?
Triton's power.
Yeah, I think that's what she wants in the end, is to become him.
Okay. Two, they could expand on Prince Eric's background.
Yeah, like maybe
What was
the
he
movie will
doing on that
start-
boat?
Maybe the movie will start with like 10 minutes of like Eric on land, and we're learning about him and the kingdom. They have a nice
Like
little
maybe
scene.
he left France because he got dumped, and that's why he was on the boat headed to, I don't know, the Jamaican Islands or something.
Yeah, they were gonna take like a bros trip just to take their mind off of it. If they're in France, I mean, same universe, right? Like, could they be near Belle?
It's possible, yeah. And I'm assuming it's not Paris, right? Because it was always too like in the live action, she sees Paris and she's like, I always want to see that. Do I remember that right?
The live action Little Mermaid or Beauty and the Beast?
Beauty and the Beast.
Sorry, that's a stupid question. We haven't seen that. I was thinking you meant in the animated one.
I don't think we're in France. I think we're in on an island.
Is it a French colony?
I think so.
I think that makes the most sense.
That would be the next cool thing to do, though. Like Matt was saying, like, why don't they just make like original live actions with the characters? Like, if they did like a crossover movie where, like, again, Belle, if she's in France and this takes place in France, that'd be sick if like they showed up.
You should have connected it all.
There was like a crazy theory that all of the animated films were connected. Obviously, Lion King was like an outlier because it happens in Africa, and it's animals. But it was like
Lady Drivers, am I right?
It was like, what was it? Something about this storm. Okay, so in Tarzan's parents were also Elsa and Anna's parents, and that was the storm that killed them, and they were on their way to Prince Eric and Ariel's wedding, or some shit like that.
Damn. This sounds like the most cycly theory of all time.
Yeah, I'm like really intrigued. I'm like, I need to look this up.
You need to go look it up.
Have any of you seen the meme with the horse and buggy of the Little Mermaid, the new one?
No, what is it?
Okay, so I know we're past that scene right now, but it was the horse and buggy, and they had the white horse take it or whatever. The new Disney one, it's Black Horse. They're like, damn, Disney, not even the horses are safe anymore. So it's actually kind of funny.
They're all getting recast.
They're getting recast for a different ethnicity.
It's hilarious. This was always my favorite song.
Not my meme. Don't get mad at me. Reporting.
Just the reporter. Woods. There you see her.
If you do any more than that, we're going to get sued. So
yeah, I know. That's why I stopped. Also, people will just tune off. So both of those are.
If there's one thing that these animated movies do, it's the love song, and all of them are fantastic.
I actually need to go back and watch A Whole New World from the Aladdin one because I don't remember that. I mean, obviously it's in there, but I don't remember how much I liked it in the live action.
It's very good. Obviously, this. Can You Feel the Love Tonight?
It's tough, man, because these are all, at least for us, so iconic. Like, even attempt to take a stab at them, it's like intimidating. So I always wonder in this scene, because it's definitely setting the mood and it makes them, want to fuck. Can Eric and Ariel hear the animals singing? Or does it sound like something else?
It's a great question. I think that they've got it. I mean, because it's all like the bugs and the crickets and the turtles.
That just answered the question.
Right? Oh, okay. Yeah, he could hear it. Imagine trying to guess someone's name. Like, there's, thousands of names. We're going to play that game.
Yeah. Like, at this point, Sebastian, just come in and just, talk to him for her.
So is there a deadline for him to kiss her, or it's just...
Yeah, I think so.
It's like midnight, maybe?
So it's basically like she gave her soul to Ursula with interest, and she defaults on the payment if she doesn't get kissed. Okay. And Eric has to initiate it. So it's like a 90-10 situation. He has to go 90% of the way. She can come in 10%.
Yeah, I think it's one of those you have to have a true love's kiss situation.
Got it. So she can't just go get drunk at the bar and make out like Katy Perry make out.
Well, she can. It's just she still wouldn't have a voice.
Might as well try it and just see what happens,
So close.
Is it the eels, right? Cock blocks, bro.
I mean, they're just doing their job, man.
I can deal with you trying to take over the kingdom and enslave everyone in King Triton's family, but like to sit here and Matumbo somebody who's about to get laid is sort of unacceptable.
You say that until the person who writes your check tells you to do it.
Do you think they have performance incentives, like quotas they have to hit, the eels?
Well, yeah, because you can tell that the Ursula's all about her contracts, so it's written very specifically.
She seems like the manager where like when they do their all hands meeting, their stand-ups Monday morning to start the week, like instead of talking about like successes and wins from the previous week, she just shits on people's metrics who didn't hit their goals. It's just like a really negative, toxic environment.
But you know what? She yields results.
It's true. She manages out of fear. I don't hate Eric's cloak right here.
You can pull it off.
Thank you. I'd be
One
scared.
day cloaks and capes will come back.
Oh, God, I wish. Based on Ariel always brushing her hair with forks, I would double check every fork in this kingdom before I used it.
God damn it! Why is there red hair in this?
Motherfucker! Who keeps using these on their hair? Oh, I know who it is. She's probably the only redhead in France, so they'll catch her pretty quick.
Plans coming together for Ursula.
Is this a new chick that Ursula's...
No, this is Ursula.
No, Ursula transformed into this chick.
That's such bullshit because now she gets both. She gets the looks of Ariel and the voice of Ariel.
Yeah, but she sold her soul to the devil, so, I mean, doesn't she deserve it?
I guess, yeah. Did we invite you to sleep over, Sebastian, or you just kind of park on the pillow and, no one told you to leave?
He had one too many Cosmos last night, okay? He couldn't drive home.
The night got away from him. Now, does anyone here, Scuttle included, it'd be very apropos because Scuttle and Scuttlebutt, the symmetry there. But does anyone actually know what Ursula's plan is at this point?
I think that, I feel like my assessment is as close as it can be. I don't know what else it would be.
No, I mean, like, sorry, we know what it is. I mean, like, does anyone know to inform Ariel? Like, hey, this bitch is trying to...
Yeah. I don't think so.
I don't know.
Yeah, Ursula's not, she's not as hot as she could
maybe, does she realize when she talks and it's her voice or something?
Wait, so they're already getting, oh yeah, because he got hypnotized. That's basically like Dennis Rodman, Carmen Electra's levels of moving quickly.
God, seriously.
Good
They're getting
reference.
married tonight. She's a freak in the sheets, bro. Like, she's not as hot as Ariel, but man, that's a wild night.
Yeah,
for him nothing is off limits.
Yeah, there's definitely some advantages there.
Well, I don't see any way out of this, guys. I think
So
Ariel's
is
done
she
for.
gonna get her? Did she get her fin back and she doesn't have a voice, or is she stuck on land without a voice?
No, she becomes one of those creepy things in Ursula's cave.
Oh
doesn't
yeah,
she?
like the guys who look like the Monstars before this.
Oh.
And then I think the plan would be to like go to the king and.
So
I'll
every
free
one of
her
those
if-
people are ones that Ursula just played and like.
Yeah.
Damn.
So she's been practicing to get to this level.
I was gonna say
Yeah,
she's got like.
She played the long con, man.
She's like the Bill Russell Celtics, like all the fucking trophies she has on the wall in there.
Shot.
Yeah, this is like psycho bitch behavior, just like smashing things. Okay, now Scuttle put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah. And Scuttle, he's so, everyone trusts him.
Of course, I was flying. Oh, I'm sorry, Sebastian. Am I wasting your time about to tell you the plan?
Scuttle looks like the bird in The Rescuers and Rescuers Down Under, right?
Rescuers is a Disney movie, right?
I believe so.
I think it is.
I was always partial Rescuers Down Under, personally.
I was too, actually. By a lot. Like, I don't even really like the first Rescuers, but I love Rescuers Down Under.
I haven't seen it in probably 30 years, so I can't say whether I like it or not, but...
No, you need to say right now how much you like it.
Okay.
Yeah, if you don't, man, we're done.
No way. No, Flounder's not going to be able to tug her.
I was going to say Flounder, just by way of her leaving the ocean, he's really not in, I mean, the whole second act, basically. Scuttle is the type of guy where it's like, do you have bird friends? Because it's kind of unhealthy that you only talk to sea creatures.
Yeah, it's concerning.
Like, where are your friends that are also birds? Like, who do you fly around with all day?
He's probably like a registered bird sex offender, and so he but of course Ariel and Flounder, they don't know that.
Right. Well, he's not going to bring it up.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to be looking at the pre-spawner. Let's see if
but
I'm assuming it's gone.
Yeah, Disney Plus had.
I'm 99% sure that it's gone.
So it's not a sentence I say often. I'm going to be looking at the pre-spawner.
For the pre-spawner. Not much. I don't want to say we've never said it on pod, but we rarely say it on pod. Banner, do you still have any of your old like VHS Disney movies?
I don't.
I might at my parents' house.
Yeah, I think I might have. Nah, my mom probably threw them away. But because I think on the VHS cover, mine was the one with the penis. Because they actually did correct it at a certain point and like stopped.
I think they put it in the vault, and then when they took it out of the vault, they changed the cover.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
God, remember when Disney would do that? That was such a weird thing they did.
It was bizarre.
It was impossible to find the classics.
Yeah, to like recreate demand for it. And it happened a lot. Like I remember movies, but again, I think it worked because when they opened it up from the vault, you'd be like, dude, we gotta fucking buy it because we don't know when it's going back in.
Oh, so the shell had it. So now that the shell broke, she gets her voice back?
Yeah.
There's no way that they knew that though. Shit just got wild at the wedding, as it often does.
I love weddings.
Tip of the cap to Eric and his team for putting together the catering so quickly for this. They already got a cake.
Kiss her, kiss her, kiss her, kiss her, kiss her, kiss her, kiss her. Ah! Oh, too late.
Just a little tongue stuff. Damn it.
So now she has...
Yeah, this in live action is going to be epic.
If I was at this wedding, I'd be like, I need another drink.
Yeah.
This is...
Double whiskey neat, please.
Yeah, this is...
While the sea witch retransforms into her original form. So did he realize what was going on? Is that why he's like here with the trident?
Looking for his girl.
Did Sebastian go and find him?
Possibly. The next scene is they go to small claims court under the sea. And it's
they go to Judge Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
I wish I could.
Dum.
I wish when I wrote contracts, they were literally like this. Like you could not break it. I write all my contracts in gold.
Have you thought about carrying around a trident and seeing if it increases the effectiveness to enforce?
I've done it on negotiations, and it was immediately told that was an HR issue and threatening, and was reported and suspended. Like what?
That seems like a huge overreaction.
Yeah.
Sounds like someone lost leverage and was not happy. You know?
Nope. Ooh. Oh, there she goes.
Wait, so what did she have him sign?
The contract to take her place, right?
Oh wow.
You got to read the contract. Don't you have a lawyer? You're the fucking king, dude.
Yeah, it's never good to represent yourself.
No.
He still has a beard.
He actually did negotiate that in. He's like, but I get to keep my beard when I become like the flaccid penis version of myself. I'm kind of getting like Lorax vibes from him too.
A little bit. I can see that.
Eric is like, I think I'm so high right now. Like, what the fuck is happening?
I don't know if any of this is actually real. So they're not electric. I don't know why I thought they were electric eels.
They should be.
I thought they were too for some reason.
Be a lot cooler if they were, as Matthew McConaughey would say. Wow, when chicks start pulling each other's hair.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there now. That's maybe us. Well,
Yeah.
No. My poopsies. Like my bad. Oh, now it's personal, guys.
She's inking everywhere.
And plus, now she has to hire. She has 2 more vacant positions.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, it's good
no
for
one
the
wants to-
economy. You may hate Ursula, but she brings jobs to the community.
That's true. She employs a lot of eels. So I wonder if they'll do this the same way, live action, because this part is always where it kind of loses me.
I'm like, Ursula, if you could always do this, why didn't you just do this and take over the kingdom yourself on your own?
This is like her fastball that she can hit 100 miles an hour with it, but she can't sit there, so she saves it for like when there's runners on base, and she absolutely needs a strikeout, and then she goes to the well here. What
So
if
he
Eric's
would
like,
be dead, right? Surely he's dead.
Yeah, there's no coming back from that. But if
Eric
somehow
is-
Palpatine can return, I feel like maybe Eric can too.
somehow Ursula has returned? Have you guys seen Rock-a-Doodle?
I don't think so.
I don't think I have.
It's like a cult classic for me. But at the end, a giant rooster, or sorry, like owl, basically they rip this off. He like turns big like Ursula and does this like cyclone thing.
What's it
That
called?
sounds terrifying.
Doodle. It's actually like a really dark animated movie, but
I don't think
love
I've
it.
even heard of it.
It used to scare the shit out of me as a kid. It's let me see where it is on my list. I don't think it's in my top 100, but it was just like a really impactful movie to me as a kid. I remember it was one of those ones that I watched like literally once a month. Rock-a-Doodle, the main character, is kind of based on Elvis aesthetically.
Look this up.
I know I hate to say it, but Ursula with the trident kind of works.
Oh yeah,
That's kind of
she wears the power well for sure.
Bro, like I'm looking at images of this film. I have never seen
really.
like any of this.
What year is it? Like 90?
This is 91.
91. Okay. It's like partial live action and then part animated. It's an interesting movie. We should watch it sometime.
Intrigued.
So because she's destroyed, they all turn back in. Look at it. Look at that fat fuck in the back.
Big boned, Brian.
So because she was destroyed, they all get their lives back.
Yeah, second chance. Now, but here's the thing. I want them to learn from this. Like, let's make smarter decisions going forward. Don't just sign things. We can't bail you out every time.
Yeah, seriously. Maybe I should go under the sea and get a job because they're clearly in need of contract lawyers.
Looks like it.
Is that what you always say, Sebastian? No.
He does call him out. It's like, when have you ever said that before?
Yeah, always. Like, that's such a weird thing for you to always say.
So now I'm kind of interested in the second one because if they have a daughter and I guess she gets, it's like if you have dual citizenship, right? She gets to make her choice where she wants to live at a certain age.
Yeah. So she starts out. She has legs, so she's born with legs.
Mm-hmm.
But she's always wanting to go to the sea, and I think Ariel thinks the sea is dangerous. I don't know, because Ursula maybe.
Does Ariel tell her about her lineage? She's like, just so you know, my dad is king of the ocean. Your grandpa.
I don't know. Maybe. I'm not sure. Now, the third one is actually a prequel, and you see how Ariel's mom dies.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
Sorry, the second one sounds like a what's it, Rumspringa for Amish kids?
What?
They like turn 18 and they get the choice: do I want to become a mermaid or do I want to stay human? They get to go party under the sea, go out and.
Wait, Amish kids get the choice if they want to like have access to technology or stay. Well,
yeah, it's called. They get it 1 year, and that's what like there was like a show on it. Like they go nuts. They like party so hard, do drugs, like it's wild.
That's what happens when you like keep them repressed.
And a lot of them, actually, they say like a lot of them go back to the Amish lifestyle because they went so hard that they're like, no, I need to go back to a place where like I can't be accessing this because it's going to be a problem.
So why doesn't King Trident just like give himself legs for the ceremony?
Nah,
Wait, he can do that?
he got it.
I
For
mean,
her.
I assume he can, right?
Yeah, why not?
He can just like rent legs.
Hey guys, I forgot to look for the penis. Was it there?
No, you would see it if it came to you.
Okay.
You don't look for the penis. The penis looks for you.
There it is, guys. The animated Little Mermaid.
Wow.
We're
From
done.
what year? 19 was this
Are you-
1989? Yeah,
89, I
Yeah.
think.
Are you guys going to go see the live action in theater or wait? Well, I guess, Banner, I'm imagining you'll take your daughter.
Yeah, I need to check the schedule, but I believe we may partake.
Yeah, I'm going. Go see it. I don't know if I'll go. Like as we're dropping this, it's coming out in like a day or two. I might wait for the opening weekend crowd to die down. If there is one. But I'm excited.
Cycly, last thoughts on Little Mermaid the animated.
I think it's so funny because like you look back at Aladdin and Lion King, all these, you really think they're only like 4 songs, but for some reason you remember, they're all bangers, right? Like they were all about quality, not quantity. And this movie, even though it's probably the least I've seen, like I said, of the 4, every song is still so memorable and sticks with you, right? Like Lion King, Aladdin.
You almost remember
like,
the song more than the story.
100%. So that I think that's the impactful part of it.
Horns, last thoughts.
Yeah, I was just a little bit shocked at how little there is to the story. Like I think as I remember, there was like a lot. It was like a lot more. Maybe complex is the wrong word, but like it's very straightforward and sort
A
of
little
like
bit more layered.
Yeah, so that's why. But I feel like there's a lot of interesting ideas that you can expand upon pretty easily. So that's why I'm kind of interested where the live action will kind of make its mark or put its stamp on it. Because that's really where they get a chance to differentiate, is like something like this, where this is like an hour, 20-minute movie. You add an hour to it, like, okay, where does that hour come from? Like what do we focus on? Because we don't really know much about Ursula, which I think that might be the part that I'm maybe most interested in, would be if they gave us more of her. Because Prince Eric, I don't know, he's kind of a boring character. I'm sure there's something they could do with him, but I'm not as intrigued by that. So, and obviously the undersea world is sort of ripe for additions. Like it's not really that fleshed out, really. So that'll be interesting to me. But again, with the animated one, just kind of revisiting it, I was surprised at how little there is to the story, right? She makes the deal, goes to the surface, and there's like the showdown at the end. That's pretty much it.
100%.
Well,
Guys.
unfortunately, we lost Matt to the sea.
Yeah, Matt got swept away with father babies. He's a much better dad than King Triton, let's say that.
For the mayor himself and our legal counsel, I'm the mad scientist, our enforcer in the paint. With us in Force Ghost here at the end. We are the Bro Force Squad podcast. You guys can check us out on YouTube, iTunes, anywhere you are listening to podcasts at. We're there. Or go to our website, www.broforcesquad.com. And we'll catch you next time on Da.C. It's catchy, though. I know it's overrated, but it's catchy.
No, it's okay.